today's special ASMR video, I'm going to be sharing with you my extra special secret measuring tape technique. You might have already heard it actually in previous videos. I've snuck it in there, but I feel like it's relaxing enough and special enough that it deserves a video entirely dedicated to it. So perhaps you could use this video to fall asleep to, or you could even just play it in the background as you do something else, just to relax you and calm you down. Okay, so in order for me to start the secret measuring tape technique, I'm just going to have to loop the measuring tape around your neck, and I'm just going to drape it over your shoulders. Obviously I'm not going to tie it around your neck, so no need to worry about that. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it around your neck now, if I may. Okay, now this is the secret measuring tape technique. It is simply using it in such a way that you can hear the sounds in both your ears at the same time. And I may even start to stagger it, so that you hear it in one arm, so that you hear it in one ear first and then the other one. I hope this creates a nice relaxing effect for you. And now we'll just enjoy the sounds. measurements from you today, then try and get a complete sort of setup of all your measurements so that we can tailor anything that you might need in the future. You know, if you want to make any modifications to the design request that you've submitted so far, that'll be nice and easy after we've got all these measurements. Be no problem at all then. So are you ready to get started? I'll be taking quite a few notes during this, so it might be a little bit of like a stop-start process, but it shouldn't take too long. It should be nice and easy. Always, you know, give me a shout if you want to take a break or have a drink or anything like that. So before I get started, I just want to confirm that I've got your details correct. Could you tell me your name, please? Like, spell it out for me. That'd be great. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I'm so bad at with names and spelling. It's like shocking. Marvellous. And your address, please. Your shipping address, so we can send the product to that place. Yeah. Marvellous. Okay, I'm going to begin with the first measurement now then. I think maybe the other end is the one to use. sounds quite nice actually. More of like a traditional style with that, is it? Yeah. And were you thinking like navy blue or a bit darker, something like that? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Good to know. What are your thoughts on like the buttons and the accents? What colours would you like to keep those? You could go quite traditional gold. Or you could go sort of like ivory colour. We don't actually use ivory, of course, for sustainability reasons nowadays. It's a bit of a no-go. But all our materials are generally synthetic, man-made, but they are of the highest quality. Unless, of course, you want to go really high up and use like real gold, real silver. Yeah. So like if you wanted to go real silver, for example, you'd probably be looking at about 80 to 60, depending on how many you choose. For gold, obviously it depends upon the carat. 24 karat gold, looking more at the 200 to like 180 range, something like that. And that's per meter, so per meter coverage. So it's up to you really. Honestly, I would choose like synthetic alternatives because they are cheaper, but they look unrecognizable, like they're both spot on. They look almost identical, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be extremely rare for someone to notice the difference. Let's get a few more measurements if that's okay. Fitting around the waist, or do you want to keep it a little bit loose for maneuverability? It depends what you're going to be using it for, really. Yeah, if you keep it in nice and tight, it looks fantastic. Obviously, you'll have like almost full range of motion. It will just be a little bit impeding if you're going to say like bend over, fully touching your toes sort of thing. But I mean, it depends. Is that going to be an issue, do you think? Form fitting will look better, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that, I think. I think that's a good choice, yeah. Okay. Let's take a couple more measurements. Symmetrical measurements so far, which makes it nice and easy for me to work with. what you need it for. Yeah, we can give it some trim that will be like the same colour as the buttons that you choose. And it'll look quite nice. I'll just get a measurement for that. Hang on. Where am I now? Losing the plot a bit with this. But there we go. Okay, so we're looking at probably like 8.7 for the top, and then vertically on the side probably. Do the same on the other side, I think, for the best results. Yeah, I think so. Across the bottom. Okay. Check, where are we on this now? So I want to be quite precise with this measurement, just to make sure it gets it precisely, you know. Okay, so that's like about 30.6. This angle going to be more, let's say, more like let me just try that a little bit closer, get a greater degree of accuracy there. Okay, it's almost the same as the other one actually. So I think I actually have all the measurements that I need now for making the the suit that you've requested. We've discussed the trims and the pockets and everything, the buttons and the materials and colours. Are there any changes you'd like to make at all? No? Looking good so far, I think. Obviously you can phone at any time and request any changes to be made, and those can be done, no problem. We may have to add a small amount of time to the production to accommodate any of these changes, but otherwise we're looking at about 3 days, I think, before it's finished, and then we can ship that out to you, or you can come into the shop for collection. It's up to you, whichever you'd prefer, really. Ship it out to you, yeah, that'd be no problem. You'll be looking at about 3 to 5 day delivery time. You can of course get it tracked, upgraded, and then it will arrive 2 days afterwards, after the production date. So we're looking at a total of 5 days from today's date. Is that good for you? Yeah? Yeah, excellent. Okay, I think we'll go for that option then. Marvellous. So I'll send these through now to the receptionist, and if you could talk to her on your way out, please. She'll discuss with you the payment options and everything like that. So is there anything else I can do for you whilst you're here with us? No? Yeah? Okay, that's excellent. So I think we've done everything we need to do here today. Thank you very much for standing so still and being so good during this whole procedure. Did a really great job, yeah, thank you. Yeah, marvellous, thank you. See you again in the future, perhaps. Cheers, take care. Goodbye. Hi there, welcome. Today I'm going to be taking quite a few measurements from you, if that's okay. And in order to do this, I'm going to need to come quite up close and personal to you, if that's okay. Yeah, I may need to touch you a few times during this, or give you instructions such as holding out your arm. Is that okay as well? Yeah, brilliant, thank you very much. I'll walk you through each and every step, so there'll be no surprises or anything like that. Actually, before I begin measuring you, could I write down a few details of yours, please, such as your name, please? Can you spell it out for me as well? Brilliant, thank you. Excellent. And can I take your height, please? Very good. Can I take your address, please, your current residence? Okay. And is that also your shipping address? So if we need to tailor anything and ship it to you, we can send it to this address. Yeah, excellent. Okay, that's very good. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to be taking some measurements of your face, I believe. So, first things first, allow me to take a measurement here. Very good, very good. Let's measure that for you. Very good. Now I would like to measure across the brow. Very good. I'll be measuring the gap between your eyebrows. Very good. As I go through this, I'm just going to be writing down the measurements that I take, just so I don't forget, of course. Please let me know if you need anything during this session as well. If you need to take a quick break or have a glass of water, anything like that, of course, more than welcome to do so. Okay, I'll just continue some of these measurements now. face now, from the top of your forehead, starting at the hairline, down to the base of your chin, the very bottom. Okay, that's good. Very good. Now I'm going to be measuring the width of your mouth, so if you could just try and keep a neutral expression for this, please. That's absolutely perfect. Very good. Now I just want to measure your philtrum. Sorry, I'm going to have to come very close here. Very good. Now I'm going to be measuring between your nostrils, inner and outer nostrils as well. Okay, very good. Thank you for doing that part so well. Can feel a bit strange sometimes, can't it? Someone coming up so close and personal and measuring your nose. Okay, I'm gonna try and pinpoint the apex of your cheekbones. Oh, hang on. Okay. Okay, I think that's a good place to measure. Very good. Okay, I'm going to measure the length of your neck now. So I'm just going to tuck this in underneath your chin. Like that. And come back here. Okay, down to the collarbone. Very good. And now I'm going to be measuring the circumference around your neck. So I hope you don't mind. I'm going to have to just wrap this around you. And I'm going to come around here. There we go. Tie that around the front. And we have... Very good. Okay, let's take that off. Circumference, we have this. Brilliant stuff. Now I would like to measure from shoulder to shoulder, if that's okay. Okay, let's place that on there. Very good. I want to try and get the width of your upper arm just below the shoulder. That's great. Quick note of that. Very good. I'm just going to double check the other one just to see if there is any major variation. Typically there is not, and in your case there is not. Very symmetrical. Very good sign. Okay, now if you could hold your arm out to the side for me, please. Very good. I'm just going to tuck this part into your armpit, if that's okay, and pull this out. Okay, very good. Marvelous. Okay. We'll double check the other arm again for symmetry, so if you could hold that one out for me, please. Very good. Tuck this in the armpit here. Pull that out. Absolutely perfectly symmetrical once again. Very impressive. It seems like you have a perfect physique so far. So I think I want to measure your hand, some small measurements of the hand, just in case we go for gloves or anything like that. So I'll start with circumference of the wrist. I want to do palm width and length, and then I would like to measure individual fingers as well, if that's okay. So if you could hold your hand out in any way that's comfortable to you. Let's begin by doing the circumference of the wrist. Very good. Now the length of the palm. That's great. Now the width of the palm. Very good. Now I'm going to be doing your thumb length. Very good. Individual fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Sorry, I just got to make a quick note before I forget. Very good, thank you. Your hands seem very soft, very nice skin quality. Do you have a skincare routine? Yeah. Oh, that's great. I might have to start doing that myself. Maybe I can get my hands as nice as yours then. Okay, so for the final part, I'm just going to be taking a few larger measurements. Length of torso, waist, bust. We'll do your hips, we'll do legs. So we'll start with the torso. Okay, good. I'll do your bust now if that's okay. I'll just wrap this around here. Very good. Okay, yep, excellent. And whilst I've got this around you, I'll just take it down and do the waist as well. Very good. I'm going to come down a bit further, do the hips. Excellent. Now I want to do, I'll do individual thigh and then calf circumference as well whilst I've got the tape around. So very good. This one. Good. Brilliant. I'll just wrap that up around. And now we'll go for the length of the leg. We'll do inner and outer. Good. Right there. Okay, I will do circumference of ankle whilst I'm here, and then I'll take some very quick brief measurements of your feet. Unlikely that we will need these ones, but you know, whilst I have you in today, may as well take those measurements just in case. So if you could pop your foot up there for me, please. I'll just remove your shoe if that's okay. Brilliant. Excellent. Pop this on there. Very good. That's the length, do the breadth. Very good. Just want to quickly check the arch. That's good. I guess whilst I'm here, I'll do the toes as well, just very quickly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. That's great. Okay, I do believe we've actually finished everything. I've got all the measurements there. I'll let you pop your shoe back on. Yeah, I think we have everything we need. Thank you very much for standing so well for me today. Absolutely perfect, yeah. So are we thinking same style, same fabric, same colour? Anything different this time? We could decorate the edges, the hem. Yeah, that could look very nice actually. Yeah, okay, we'll definitely get on that for you. I'll send you an email confirmation as well. And then if we need to ask you any questions, we can just ask you via email. Brilliant. Okay, there you go. All finished for today's session. Thank you very much for coming in today. Excellent. Hope to see you again. Thank you. Take care. Have a good day. Hi there. Welcome to the office. I'm Dr. Jones. Today I'm going to be performing a very quick physical examination on you, if that's okay. So I'll begin with a few questions. If you could answer them as best as you can, please, that'd be great. So, can you first of all just tell me your name, please? Great. Your age, please. Date of birth. Brilliant. Weight. Your height. What's your diet like? Any medical problems I should know about? Any history of medical problems in your family? How often do you exercise a week? How much of that is cardio? How much of that is strength-based training? How much sleep do you get each night on average? How often do you work? Is it a physical job or sitting at a desk most of the time? Do you smoke? Do you drink? How often? Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you for those answers. Now I'm just going to quickly measure some of your features, if I may. Okay, that's very good. I think that is a comprehensive list of measurements. I'm just going to quickly write them down so I don't forget them. There we go, got the information I need there. Okay, I'm just going to pop on some gloves for the rest of this exam. For this next section, I actually need to touch some areas of your face. Is that okay? Excellent. So now I'm just going to be testing your muscles, your nerves, see if they behave as you would expect them to behave. So first of all, just a general touch of your face, your forehead, around the eyes. I'm looking for twitching or any reaction that we may not expect. Also, do you feel any pain during this? No, that's brilliant. That is very good. Good sign. Okay, just going to check. Okay, that's good. Very good. That's brilliant. Very good. Okay, so I just want to hold your jaw and I want you to try and open your mouth for me, please. And I'm going to resist. Very good. Now I'd like you to turn your head to the side against my hand, please. Very good. Other side, please. Very good. Tilt up against raise my hand, please. Very good. If you could blow out your cheeks, please. Yeah, very good, very good. I'm going to place my hands upon your shoulders. If you could shrug up for me, please. That's great. If you could hold your arms out for me, please. Just going to hold your hands, and if you could move them up for me. That's great. If you could move them down for me. Very good. If you could stretch your arms out like this for me. Very good. And now inwards as well. Very good. Now I would just like you to open your mouth for me, please. If you could stick your tongue out as far as possible. Excellent. Can you say ah? That's great. If you could close your mouth for a second, reopen, say ah again for me. Very good. Okay, everything looks good there. Now I'd just like to quickly examine your eyes. So if you could look directly at my nose, please. See how you respond to this. That's good. Now I actually want you to follow the light with your eyes. Keep your head still there. Yeah, thank you. Okay, how do you feel doing that? No pain, no strain? No, that's brilliant. Okay. Just quickly checking any response time you may have to the light. Looking good actually. I'm going to cover one eye. Quickly check that. That's great. Cover the other eye. That's great. Very good. Split the eyes down the middle. Okay, that's marvellous. Split the eyes down the middle again. Checking the opposite eye. That's brilliant. Okay. Next, I would like you to identify some smells for me, please. So I have various bottles, each with an artificial scent inside. I'll just shake each one up, and then I will ask you, please, what is that smell? Vanilla, very good. On to the next one. What is that smell? Coconut, very good. On to the next one. Here we go. What is this smell? Mint, yeah, can you be more specific? Peppermint, spearmint. Spearmint, very good. We have one more here. What does that one smell like? Smells like strawberries, very good, very good. That concludes the smell portion. Okay, so the next part of the physical exam is testing your taste. I have some strips here. Each strip will have a different artificial flavour on the ends. If you could pop your tongue out for me, please. I will just place the paper strip on your tongue. And if you could tell me what that tastes like, please. Chocolate, very good. On to taste strip number 2. Same thing on the tongue, please. Brilliant. And what does that taste like? Tastes like cheese. Very good. Strip number 3. Here we go. Place that upon your tongue. And what does that taste like, please? Tastes like vanilla. Very good. The final one. Strip number 4. Place that one on your tongue. There we go. What does that one taste like? Pineapple. Excellent. All correct. Now I just want to go back to testing some of your muscles and nerve responses. For this section, if you could close your eyes, please. I'm going to be touching your face with a soft and a hard object, both just varying sides of a cotton bud, so nothing to be worried about, of course. Just for a base, this is what hard feels like. Just like that. And this is what soft feels like. Just like that. Brilliant. And I'm going to be touching you various places around the face. If you could just say in response, hard or soft, please. So, here we go. Good. 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 Very good. 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 noise now. I do apologise for the noise. There are some other appointments going on. It seems we have some noisy patients in today. So for this next part, I'm going to be doing a very rudimentary check of your hearing. I want you to tell me when you can no longer hear these sounds that I'm making, please. Okay, so we'll begin now. That's great. Do this one more time, both ears. Very good. Just try with the one ear now for me. Excellent. Try with the other ear. Marvelous. Try this ear one more time. Very good. This ear one more time. Okay, any difficulty hearing those sounds at all? No? Is there any extreme difference between the one ear and the other in terms of, say, volume? No? Excellent. Just going to do some clicking. Again, if you could tell me when you can no longer hear it, please. Excellent. Go for this ear as well. Brilliant. Again, this ear. Very good. And one last time in this ear. Marvellous, there we go. That actually concludes our physical examination today. I've got a lot of information from you, a lot of measurements. I've conducted some very basic tests and examinations, and all the results have been very good, very positive. It looks like your health is very good at the moment, so that's great to see. Any questions you may have for me? No? Okay, that's brilliant. Thanks very much. Don't hesitate to make another appointment anytime you need, anytime you may be concerned about something, okay? Brilliant. Thanks very much. Good to see you. Thank you. Goodbye. Hello there. I am Dr. Jones. Very nice to see you once again. I do believe you have been aboard the spaceship now for over a month, haven't you? Yes, exactly. So, how are you feeling? In terms of health, I'm speaking more so now. Everything okay? Do you have any issues or problems? Everything seems to be okay. Well, you seem to be adjusting to life aboard the spaceship very well indeed, I must say. But at this point, it is necessary to do a routine physical checkup on everybody. Okay, so I perform this same exact examination, you could call it, on every single person aboard the ship. Just standard procedure, really. First of all, before we do anything, I'm going to put on some latex gloves, just to keep things nice and hygienic, because there will probably be a few points in today's session together where I will need to touch you. Maybe your face. I think just your face today. Will that be okay for me to do? Yeah, excellent job. Obviously, I'll explain everything as I do everything, so there'll be no surprises for you. It's a very standard and very easy examination for us today. Okay, there we go, nice and comfortable now. The very first thing that I need to do is I need to listen to your heart and then your lungs, okay? Using, of course, the stethoscope. Sounds very good indeed. Very strong. Very good rhythm. Very good rate as well. Excellent job. Okay, so now I'm going to be listening to your lungs. Basically the same thing. I'm going to be placing this on the chest, various different locations. This will be location number 1. If I could ask you to take a deep breath in for me, please. Very good, and breathe out. Okay, excellent. Just moving the stethoscope to a different location now, location number 2. And if we can do the same thing, please, a deep breath in for me. And breathe out. Okay, very good. I'm going to be moving the stethoscope to the 3rd and final location for your lungs. Deep breath in for me. And out. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds very good indeed. Let's see what is next. So I'm just going to actually feel around your face now. If that's okay, I'm just going to press on different points on your face. I'm going to see if there is any reaction, any sort of involuntary twitching or anything of that nature. And I'm also going to be looking for whether or not you feel any pain or discomfort. Okay, so do let me know if you feel anything bad or unusual during this portion. Okay, I'm just going to be palpating your face a little bit in different areas. Okay, coming quite close to the eyes there, my apologies, but obviously not actually going to touch your eyes, so nothing to be concerned about there. Okay, no pain so far. Very good sign, very good sign. I'm feeling for the strength tingles now. If you could just stand back against the wall there. Very good. There's a little measuring device here. Stand up straight but not on tiptoes. Very good. I'm measuring your height now. I'm just going to lower this down so it's in line with the top of your head. I'm going to check what that number is. Right, okay. Very good. Excellent. Okay, so now if I could ask you to open your mouth as wide as you can for me, please. Very good. I'm just going to have a little bit of a look inside your mouth. See if everything is looking as it should. Could you stick your tongue out for me as far as you can, please? Just looking at the back of your tongue. Okay, not too bad. Nothing too bad in there. I'm just going to place now a cotton bud inside your mouth. I'm just going to try and touch the tonsils at the back there. Okay, so it might be a little bit uncomfortable for just a moment, but nothing too bad. Going in now. Touching tonsils now. Need to rub it for a couple of seconds and then there we go. Okay, I've just taken that sample and I'm going to put that in a nice safe container. Okay, and we're going to send that off for some checks in the laboratory just to make sure that your health is tip-top as we want it to be. Okay, so I have a little bit of a fun few tests for you now. I have some flavors for you to identify for me. Okay, so I'm just going to shake up my little bottle of artificial flavor here, and then I'm going to place 3 different flavors on your tongue, and I want you to tell me what each of the flavors is. Okay. Okie dokie. If you could stick your tongue out for me. Very good. Let's pop a little droplet on your tongue there. And what does that taste like? Tastes like mango. Very good indeed. Okie dokie. We move on now to our second flavour to identify. Okay, here we go. Flavour number 2 for you to identify. So if you can just stick your tongue out for me once again. Pop a little droplet of the flavour on there for you. Very good. And what does that taste like? Tastes like papaya. Excellent job. Okie dokie. Now we're moving on to the third and final flavour of the day for you to identify for me. Okay. Just make sure that's nicely mixed. Okay, you know the drill by now. Tongue out for me. Very good. Put a little droplet on there. And what does our final flavour taste like? Coconut. Very good. Okay, you have correctly identified all 3 flavours. And now I have a very similar test for you. Identifying smells. Okay, so just as we had 3 flavours, I now have 3 artificial smells for you to identify. Okay, so here we go. If you could sniff that for me, please. Take a good sniff, sniff, sniff. A good sniff, sniff, sniff. And what do you think that scent is? Grass. It smells like grass indeed. Very good. Okie dokie. Let us move on to scent number 2. Okay. Here we go. If you could take a sniff of this one. A sniff, sniff, sniff. A sniff, sniff, sniff. Very good. And what does that one smell like? Lavender. Excellent. Well done. Moving on to our final scent of the day. Third and final one. Okay. Oh, my scalp is stuck there. There we go. You could take a sniff of that one, please. A good sniff. course. Just going to place this in your ear canal ever so slightly. Very shallow, it's not uncomfortable, is it? No, that's good. Okay, I'm just going to be looking now. Very good. Very happy with what I'm seeing there. We did clean your ears out not too long ago, if I remember correctly. I'm going to have a look in this ear now as well. Excellent. Very good. Yes, they are looking really clean. Really clean. We must have done a better job than I realized the last time you were in here. Okay, so the only things left for me to do to carry out in today's physical exam is for me to take a few measurements from you, measure a few of your features and important body parts. I'm going to write those down, of course, and then I do have a mandatory survey that I need to ask everybody. Very short indeed. I believe, how many questions is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions. There we go. Not too bad at all. But I am going to remove my gloves now, if that's okay. It just makes it a little bit easier for me to carry out the measuring portion of the exam today. And also my hands do get very sweaty and gross inside the latex gloves, which I'm sure you absolutely love to know that key information. Okay, let me unravel this. So first things first, I'm going to take a group of measurements of your face, okay? I'll do a bunch in one go. Just try and remember them and then I'll write them down. Otherwise, if I write down each one individually, we'll be here all day, which I'm sure neither of us want. You have plenty of things you could be doing aboard the spaceship. A few is going to be doing the exact same thing on that one. Measuring the guns. Okay, let's have a look there. Very impressive biceps you have them. Bigger than mine, I need to work out. Okay, so now I'm just going to measure your chest circumference, your torso. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap this around you. Okay, just taking it. I want to be accurate. Okay, very good. I'm going to slip this down to your waist now. Put that down here. Do the waist measurement. Okay, very good. I think we'll do individual thighs and then calf measurements only, okay? So if you want to pop your leg up on the chair there for me, step up on it, so to speak. Very good. Just take a quick measurement there. That's great. And then I'll do the other one. Very good. Okay, measure that. Excellent. I'll just do the calves now. Okay, so let's take a look down here. Okay. Very good. That's the one calf done. And now I'll do the other one. Okay. There we go. And of course, I just want to write down those measurements. Okay, very good. Now we're going to move on to our survey. 10 simple questions for you. Question number 1. How healthy do you consider yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 of course being very unhealthy, 10 being perfect health. Very good. Our next question. Do you have any chronic diseases or illnesses, anything like that? Okay. Our next question. Are there any hereditary diseases that run through your family? That is relevant, yeah. Any information you can give me regarding medical. It's 3. Okay, on to our next question. Do you have any drug or alcohol habits? Okay, so any teeth removed? Okay, very good. Next question. How often do you have trouble taking the medication that you are prescribed? So would you say it's difficulty actually swallowing tablets? Oh, okay. So not forgetfulness or anything like that? Okay. Okay, and our final question. How many of the last 7 days have you done exercise? And what sort of exercise have you done in the last 7 days? Okay, that's actually the entire survey done. Quite a short one. As I mentioned, I gotta ask those questions to every single patient. I know we do go over the same stuff in these tests a little bit, but it's just to make sure that we're all healthy throughout the entire journey aboard the spaceship. Okay, so thank you so much once again for coming in and for performing so well and for being such a pleasant patient to work with. It's been great, yeah. Do you have any questions for me before you leave today? No? All okay? Excellent then. Okay, take care, and I will see you again at your next appointment. Goodbye. Bye. Hello there. My name is Ross. I'm going to be taking care of you today. Excellent to see you. As I'm sure you already know, you have been through quite an intense application process. You've been going through a number of interviews, a number of trials with my colleagues, and the reason you've been going through this is my colleagues have been looking for the perfect specimen, and by the perfect specimen I mean a person with a perfect body. Obviously there were tens of thousands of applicants, I believe. It's been a very long and intense process, but finally they chose you as somebody with the perfect physique, and may I say, wow, nice. That's all I'll say on the matter. Okay, but today it is my job to measure your body, take a few various different measurements. I'm going to write them down, and then these measurements are going to be used in our experiments in the future to create the perfect specimen. Okay, we're collecting a lot of data, but yours is going to be used for the proportions of the body of our specimen, of course. Our specimen is not going to be 100% human. Most likely it's going to be a 50-50 biological, robotic. You know, we've got a lot to figure out, but we are dedicated, invested in creating the perfect specimen. Okay, and you're going to help us do that. So thank you very much for coming today. And yes, I'm just going to begin measuring you, if I may. That's okay. Of course, very good. Thank you very much. It shouldn't take me too long, today's process. I'm just going to be taking a small number of measurements here. You're going to be sent later for a 3D mapping of your body, and for that you're basically just going to be sort of standing in various different poses in a chamber whilst we scan you using advanced computer technology to get this down actually before my little brain forgets it. I don't want to forget it or make inaccurate measurements, because the whole purpose of today is accuracy. Okay. And then very good. Okay, off to a good start. But we do have more measurements to take, of course. What I'm going to do for this little bit, I'm going to wrap this around your body, so to speak, and I'm just going to pull it back around your shoulders, okay? Become evident what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I'm just trying to explain what I'm doing to make it nice for you, a nice process, so you understand what I'm doing and everything. Of course, there we go. Let me just wrap that there. Very good. Okay, we got it. We're set up. Let's go. Okay, just gonna take a few measurements here. Adjusting the measuring tape by minutes. Do you know what minutes are? They're like degrees but smaller. Obviously you would have like 1 degree would be like tilting something. That would be like tilting something 90 degrees. 1 degree would be a very small amount, and then 1 minute would be even smaller still. I couldn't even show you visually what 1 minute looks like in comparison to 1 degree. It would be too difficult. Isn't it curious that they named the unit of measurement minutes? Very curious. You okay there? You seem to be leaning forwards a bit. Is this too much for you? Everything's okay? Okay. Try and keep still for me, please. Don't lean forwards. It's a bit strange. Makes it difficult for me to do accurate measurement if you're just leaning forwards all the time. Okay. Let's just try our best, shall we? Are you enjoying this process? Nice and relaxing for you? That's good to hear. Okay, let me write down all those measurements that I just obtained. Okay, so, got my little pen. Let's do a little bit of writing, shall we? What's actually quite interesting indeed is a number of these measurements that I've taken today. We can actually use Pythagoras to work out other measurements using these ones, which is absolutely astonishing, isn't it? Absolutely astonishing. That saves us quite a lot of time, in fact, because it means I only need to measure about half the number of things that I would typically need to measure, because then we can use Pythagoras to work out the remaining measurements. Absolutely phenomenal, I must say. Very rare that there's ever a practical situation in which I use Pythagoras' theorem, but this is one of them. One of them indeed. It's pretty cool. Very cool, I would say. Okay, so I just have a couple more, or three more measurements to write down here. There's a bit of noise. That's a bit of noise, isn't it? One of my colleagues being awfully loud in the other office, perhaps. Shut up, colleague, shut up. Right, let's keep going, shall we? I don't want to get distracted and forget my numbers. Okay, now I just want to take a few more measurements. Okay, just my final measurements that I'm going to take today. As I mentioned earlier, it is going to be a very short session today. There's not a great deal of work that I need to do on you. Okay, not a great deal of work I need to do on you. But, hopefully you found our little time together today relaxing and enjoyable. I hope so. I do wish I could spend more time with you, the absolute physical specimen that you are. But, I have jobs to do, unfortunately. I wish I could do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, but I am constrained by my responsibilities. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. Although I do enjoy my job, so I can't really complain, can I? Can't really complain. What I could complain about, though, is my colleagues being very loud in the other rooms, banging doors and whatnot. Perhaps you can't hear them too much, and I hope that is the case, because I do want this to be like a nice relaxing session for you. Nice relaxing session for you. Just checking a couple of my last measurements. Okay, and then I've got to write them down, and then we'll be finished. Okay, finished for the day. Finished for the day. Okay. Okay, just check. What number's that? Very good. Very good. It sounds like my colleagues have started hoovering their office. Hopefully not too loud, though. I don't think too loud. I think that's absolutely fine, isn't it? Absolutely fine. Okay. That is a lot of measurements that I've taken there. And I do believe once I write them all down, we shall be finished for the day, which is marvellous, isn't it? Absolutely marvellous. There we go, all finished for the day. Thank you so much for coming in today. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. It's not often that I get to spend time with someone in such peak physical condition such as yourself. Actually a treat for me. Actually a treat. So once again, thank you so much for coming in today, and take care. Goodbye. Hello there, my name is Dr. Jones. Very good to see you today. Please make yourself nice and comfortable. So I do believe you are here today for nice and happy with my gloves now, and something I need to do before I start getting physical with you is I need to take a little bit of an inventory of your face. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my pen and my clipboard. I'm going to write down a few notes. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, so I'm just going to take a look at your face and I'm going to write down everything that I see. Okay, so it looks like you have 2 eyeballs. That's a very good start. And also 2 eyebrows. Okay, excellent. Some people only have 1 eyebrow, just one really big eyebrow, and they look like a caveman or something. 1 nose. Okay, that's excellent. And let me just double check, that's 2 nostrils on the nose, 2 nostrils on the nose. Okay, excellent start. Yes, 1 mouth. Okay, 1 mouth. There's 1 chin indeed. Okay, 1 chin. Looks like there's also 2 cheeks. 2 cheeks there, very good. Very rosy little cheeks you have there. Very nice. 2 ears as well. Okay, excellent. And a forehead. Excellent. 1 forehead. Got a few wrinkles on that forehead, haven't you? Okay, we'll take particular close attention at that. Right, I do believe that is a full inventory of your face. Okay, so that's excellent. That's mostly for my own computer information that I'm going to log in later. Okay, it's very important. Very important. Right, now let's begin the physical examination, okay? So, first of all, I am just going to feel around your face. Okay, just going to feel around your face. Going to feel these cheeks that I documented earlier, that I inventoried. Very, very good. Good bounciness. A good elasticity. Good robustivity. Yes, excellent. Okay, what about the forehead? There were a few wrinkles on this forehead earlier. They seem to have disappeared now. I'm not sure what's happened there. But the forehead is feeling very good indeed. Good consistency. Good consistency to the skin. Good skin quality. Okay, very good. Let's try the temples now. Let's try the temples, shall we? Just around the eyes. Okay, so how does that feel when I press there? Does that hurt at all? No, it doesn't hurt. Okay, that's very good. Very good sign. Let me just squeeze that little chin of yours, actually. Give that a little squeeze. Give that a little squeeze. I'm just wondering if you have a bum chin or if you have a cherry chin, okay? Looks like perhaps more of a cherry chin. Okay, that's excellent. That's good to note. Let me just very quickly feel your ears as well, okay? And whilst I'm feeling the ears, I want to give a little bit of a tug. On the earlobes, okay? And you need to tell me if it's painful at all, okay? So here we go. I'm going to give a little bit of a tug on the earlobes. There we go. order to do that, what I need to do is I need to just tap your eyes. Okay, so let me try just the one finger as a prize. Okay, that does appear to be behaving as an eye would. Right, obviously I do apologize for tapping you in the eyes there. That wasn't particularly nice of me, but it was an essential part of the face exam, okay? And the thing is, I generally don't tell people that I'm about to do it, because then they object to it. They refuse to allow me to tap on their eyeballs. But it's important in the name of science and in the name of your health that I tap on your eyeballs, okay? But luckily for you, I have a little something prepared to help you, okay? A little something, perhaps you know of its existence, perhaps you know what these are. They're cooling spheres, and they make lovely little sounds. One moment. Oh, absolutely wonderful. What a wonderful little sound. Oh, I do like that sound. But the function of these is not to make lovely little sounds, but in fact to cool the eyeballs. Okay, these have been in the fridge, of course, and the liquid inside now is lovely and cool and lovely and fresh, and they're just going to be placed on your eyeballs like that. And then any pain that you may have felt from me tapping your eyeballs, any discomfort, it's going to go away. Okay, so it's all going to be okay. And I'm just going to gently place these little cooling spheres on your eyes. Okay, so you can close your eyes. That's right, perfect. I'm just going to place these on your eyes. Okay, so just relax for a moment. There's no need to worry, no need to be concerned, no need to do anything. Okay, just relax. Just sit there and keep your eyes closed and relax. Okay, just relax for just a moment or two as the cooling spheres take effect. Okay, how are you feeling now? Are your eyes feeling much better? Yes, you feel relieved, don't you? They feel nice and cool. Excellent, okay. Well, I think I'll take the cooling spheres off your eyes now. You can open your eyes if you'd like. And once again, I do apologize for tapping on your eyeballs, but obviously absolutely essential for the face exam. Okay, absolutely essential. Right, the next thing that I need to do is I need to stop playing with these absolutely marvelous little toys, these cooling spheres. Oh, I love them, but we must continue the face exam, okay? This is a serious face exam. Right. The next thing I need to do, it involves this black light. Okay, this black light. This black light is unlike a regular light. It enables me to see strange and unusual things that the human eye cannot see without the aid of the black light, okay? And I'm just going to run this light over your face, over your skin, and I'm just going to be observing your skin under the black light, okay, to see if any abnormalities or anything unusual is illuminated by the black light, okay? So obviously you don't need to look at the light for this portion. You can look wherever you like. You could even close your eyes if you'd like. Perhaps the light is a little bit too bright for you and you'd like to close your eyes. That's absolutely fine, okay? But just allow me for a little bit to examine your skin, okay? see things that otherwise we wouldn't notice, we wouldn't be able to see in our everyday lives, okay? So it's quite a magical little light indeed, really, the black light. Quite magical indeed. Let me just get a bit more of a general look at your face with the light a little bit further away. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay. I would say that your skin is looking very good indeed under the black light, not picking up any terrible abnormalities or anything of that nature. No, everything is looking good so far. Okay, that's excellent. We shall move on to the next part of the face exam now. The next thing I would like to do is I would like to use this magnifying glass, this very special magnifying glass. It's special because it has these little lights on the outside. Okay, so I'm going to put those lights on right now. They are quite bright, okay, they are quite bright indeed. So you can once again close your eyes if you would like to during this portion of the face exam, but I am just going to be using the magnifying glass to heighten my own eyesight and my capabilities of seeing, so that maybe I can discover something about your face and about your skin that I otherwise would be unable to without the aid of the magnification powers of this glass, this special lens. Quite remarkable, really. Quite remarkable indeed, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself, just allow me to get a really good look here, a really good look indeed, at the nature and the quality of your skin. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Your skin looks incredible in this particular location. Wow. Yes, this location right here, you have top-notch 10 out of 10 quality skin. Now that is something to be proud of. That is something to be proud of indeed. What an absolute specimen. A specimen. Quite intriguing. Quite intriguing indeed. Okay, I do believe that's enough of the magnifying glass. Let me just see. Oh, I've just had an absolutely incredible idea. Okay, just allow me one moment to grab a little something special. Now, normally I would use my little pen light here with a little yellow light as a normal light, really, just to allow me to have a little bit of an examination of your skin. Okay, normally that's what I would do, but I also have this magnifying glass, and what if I use the powers of the magnifying glass and combine them with the light? Oh my goodness me, look at that. The illumination of your skin is as nothing I have seen before. Now I think I've just discovered a brand new examination technique. A new technique for examining the quality of your skin. This will probably be utilized by every doctor henceforth, I believe. I do believe so. Perhaps it can be named after me. Perhaps this can be named the Ross Jones method. Intriguing. I'm just going to pull the light back a little bit so that I can get a different view face with the light. Very intriguing indeed, very interesting phenomenon this. Very interesting phenomenon indeed, okay. Right. I think I've almost finished making my observations with this new method. And I think after this we must go back to the old traditional method. Okay, now I'm just going to place this magnifying glass down, and we're going to use just the torch on its own now. The old, reliable, traditional method used by all face doctors, all professional face doctors just like myself. I am a professional face doctor. Okay, I went to university and I studied the face for 3 years, and I got a bachelor's. I didn't get a master's and I didn't get a PhD, okay, but I did get a bachelor's in face. Okay, so I am qualified for this job. There's no need to question my ability here. All that you need to do is you need to just relax, okay? Just sit there and relax as I use this light to examine different portions of your face, okay? Until I have made all the observations that I need for us to proceed. Okay. Okay, interesting, very interesting indeed. Very good, very good. You're doing very well indeed. Thank you for sitting so still for me. It is much appreciated. It does make my job as a face doctor a lot easier. A lot easier indeed. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed, okay. Right, I just want to look at the T-zone a little bit in particular, okay? Just going to be looking at your T-zone, illuminating the T-zone with my light to really get a look at the skin. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, I think that's been quite a thorough inspection there. Quite a thorough inspection indeed. Now, what I would like to do next is to take a few measurements of your face, and I'll be writing down those measurements as well, okay? Right, now I do have here a lovely little measuring tape, okay? It's seen a lot of use, this poor thing. Seen a lot of use indeed. But it's extremely reliable, okay? I personally prefer old things to new things, because old things, you know that they work. You know that they do their intended purpose. Whereas a new thing, maybe it was made poorly. Maybe it is not fit for its purpose. You just don't know because it's new and it's untested. Okay, whereas the old is reliable. It's excellent. Okay, sorry, I'm just rambling whilst I unravel my measuring tape. There we go. Very good indeed. Right, let me see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the tape with certain features on your face, and then I'm just going to take a few measurements, like this one here is 39.6. Interesting sizing, interesting sizing. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my incredibly large and amazing brain to remember each individual measurement that I take. Now, I'm just going to remember each individual measurement that I take, and then I'm going to write them down afterwards, okay? So this one, this measurement here is 39.7. Very close to the other one, that's great. We do love a bit of symmetry. Isn't that correct? A bit of symmetry in the face especially is most desired indeed. Right, let me just, so I'm having a bit of trouble aligning So we've got 38.6 versus 121.7. Interesting. Very interesting indeed, okay. What's that one? That one is 34.1 versus 122.2. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed, okay. Hang on a minute. Let me get a little bit more accurate, shall we? A little bit more accurate. That's not good enough. That's not good enough at all. Okay. Just struggling a little bit to get the correct alignment here. I hope you don't mind me taking my time to just get it absolutely accurate. You know, that's not good enough either. I need 100% accuracy, otherwise there's no point. I need perfection or nothing at all. You understand? Oh, that's awful. That's completely off. Let me try again with both. Okay, hang on. I've almost got it. Sorry about this one. This is a little bit unprofessional, isn't it? It's not quite good enough either. Just try. I think this is the one. I think I've just understood. That's it. That's perfect. Okay, so we've got 127.3, and then we've got 35.6. Okay, interesting measurements there. Very interesting. Just allow me to write those down before I forget them. Okay, so I think I will illustrate the measurements. So we had, what was that, 33.6 I believe. This is a little bit, 32.9 I believe. Like 44.6 I believe, okay. This one was a little bit longer, so 7.8 I believe, right. And that was versus 33.1, okay. And then another long measurement, a long one. Okay, and then comparatively that was 2. And then of course we had all the other measurements at the end there. So, okay, with the smaller one comparatively was right, and then a little bit longer, was 21.3, right, yes, I remember now, and that one 4.7. Okay, very good, right. So I've taken all the measurements of your face that I need, and obviously I took the inventory of your face at the very beginning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go away in my spare time, enter all these measurements and the inventory of your face into a computer, and that's going to auto-generate a little report for me to give me an understanding of your health. Okay, and then I'll report back to you at a later date. We'll set up a consultation appointment. It will only take about 5-10 minutes, and I'll talk to you a bit about your health during that appointment, and if necessary, what measures we need to take to improve your health and to take your health to the next level. Okay, but in regards to your actual skin quality of your face and your eyes as well, let me just say, amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm so pleased with the health of your skin and how it feels, the flexibility, the robustness, the robustivity, sorry, that's the professional term, the elasticity, just absolutely was going to say that your health is excellent. That's what I think. But that's obviously not 100% guaranteed, okay? Let me just go away and do my work, and we'll talk about that at another time, okay? But for today, our appointment has come to an end. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you found it quite nice and relaxing. And if you have any questions for me, now is the time to ask them. No questions for me. That's excellent. I love that. I hate answering questions, honestly. So, without anything else, I believe that's it. Thank you very much for coming, and take care. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh my, what an interesting specimen we have here. An interesting specimen indeed. What even is that? What even is that? Hello? Hello? Can you see me? Can you see me? I think you can, can't you? What are you, you peculiar little creature? You peculiar little creature. Well, as a man of science, luckily I come prepared. Everywhere I go, I carry with me some necessary small pieces of equipment so that I might investigate further should I discover any unusual little creatures like you. Yes indeed, yes indeed. Let me just get my handy little magnifying glass here so that I might get a closer look at you. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Look at that. What a peculiar little specimen you are. Let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a little look. Fascinating. You look absolutely peculiar. Peculiar. I think peculiar is the perfect way to describe your appearance and the way that you look. You look peculiar. Peculiar. Let me just take one last little look, okay? Sorry, can you hear my magnifying glass? It's a little bit clicky, isn't it? It's a little bit clicky. It's plastic, you know. It's cheap plastic. Okay, I think I'm satisfied. With what I'm seeing. I think it is time now for me to take some measurements of you and make some little notes, write down some little notes as I measure you. Are you going to behave yourself, you peculiar little creature? Are you going to stay still for me whilst I measure you? Okay, good. Just let me get my necessary things. Of course I need to get a pen, don't I? Or a pencil to write down my notes. here. Let me place that against your head. What are we looking at? Okay, very good. Head measurement. Okay, excellent. Let us do the length of this part of your head, shall we? Okay. Let's make a little drawing. I think actually is the best way to do the measurements, to write them down. Length of the head. We got, what is that? It's millimeters. Okay. Oh, my penlet's gone flying. It's gone for a little dance. Gone for a journey and adventure. Okay, now let me measure the length of your head on the other side. I want to check for any asymmetry. Are you asymmetrical or are you symmetrical? Let me see what it is. Oh, that's good. That's good. Measurement comes to almost the same. You are almost perfectly symmetrical. That is very good indeed. You know, perfectly symmetrical things are generally considered good looking. So I suppose that means that you are good looking for a creature, for a peculiar little creature. Now, stay still. Let me measure down here. Okay, let me measure the width down here. The width. Let me measure the width. What is that? 6. Okay. Down here. Measurement of the base. Width. We got 8 millimeters there. Okay. Excellent. You're doing very well, creature. You're doing very well indeed, I must say. Thank you. Thank you for being so well behaved. For being so compliant. Okay, now let me measure the distance from this little feature to this little feature. Let me just try and line that up absolutely perfectly. Is that it? That's it, isn't it? Okay, so how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 millimeters. Okay, so we're looking at, what are we looking at here? Diagonal cross section base, cross section 8 millimeters. Okay, good. Let me get the opposite measurement, okay, between these two features, but is that lined up? Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Okay, excellent. Let me just diagonal section there. 9 millimeters. Okay, good. We're making some good progress here. I'm absolutely mapping you out. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to measure the depth of your face in this particular section here. Okay, let me just take a little look. 12. Okay, where's my pen gone? Silly me, losing my pen. Okay, measurement here. Measurement. 12. Was it 12 millimeters? the circumference, okay, the circumference of your head. If you can even call this a head, what a peculiar little thing it is. Okay. So let me get this perfect. There it is, that's the perfect measurement right there. 22.1 circumference. Excellent. Let me see if the circumference of your neck has a good ratio to the circumference of your head. Has a good ratio. Look at the ratio. This one is 12.3. 12.3. 12 millimeters. Circumference of the neck. So what is that as a ratio? Neck to head circumference ratio. That would be, what is that? 3:1. Is that perfectly 3:1? You've got a perfect head to neck circumference ratio of 3:1. Do you understand what that means? Do you understand the significance of that? Probably not, since you're just a little creature. The 3:1 ratio is the golden ratio. You have the golden ratio, my friend, the golden ratio of head to neck circumference. Okay. Now then, my little creature. I'm not done yet. Oh, no, not done yet. I have more measurements to take. This measurement here, what is that looking like? That looks like 39.4. Is that correct? Let me get my little pen here. 39.4. 39 millimeters from this section down to here. Interesting, very interesting indeed. Actually, over here I think is the next measurement that I should take. Okay, stay still for me, my little creature. You've done very well so far, I must say. Behaving yourself very well indeed. But I do need you to stay absolutely perfectly still for this one, okay? This one is quite a tricky one to get. So what is that? That is looking like it is 38.57, I think. 38.57. 38 millimeters. 30. And let's just do a quick sketch here. Okay, just to make sure that I understand these notes later. I mean, there's no point in me taking notes if I don't understand them at a later date, is there? No, that's why notes need to be nice and neat. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm making a mess there, aren't I? All over your face, tangling up measuring tape with your face, okay. But now I wish to measure the breadth of your shoulders here, okay. I guess we could call them shoulders, let's see. The breadth of the shoulders here. So we start off here at 9.2, and then over here, what is that? 13.4, 9.2. Okay, What is that? 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 for the depth of that. 14. That's unusual. That's actually unusual. Okay, let me just see how that compares to the depth of this over here. The depth of this over here. Stay still, my little creature, stay still. You're getting a bit antsy now, aren't you? You're getting a bit antsy. We've been here for a little while. And you're getting bored, aren't you? I can tell. I can tell. Just stay still for a little bit longer. 112. That doesn't make any sense, does it? You've got some unusual proportions, my friend. Unusual body proportions. The shape of you. The shape of you. It's peculiar. Peculiar. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's just different. You know, just different. Unexpected. Unexpected. It's okay to be different though. Not necessarily bad at all. Okay, there's a couple more measurements that I want to take still. Okay, are you doing okay there? Are you doing okay? You okay? Are you doing okay? You look okay. You look okay to me. Just a couple more minutes, a couple more measurements, and you'll be free to go about your life, whatever it is you like to do. I can only imagine what kind of things you get up to. Yes, interesting. Okay, enough of that. Let's get these measurements, shall we? These final few measurements. Final few measurements. Actually, what I might do here is if I place that there, I can get really specific, can't I? Really, really specific with the measurements here. I'm talking down to the second decimal point. Second decimal point. Okay, so that's what is that? 140.39. 140.39. Okay, 140.39. 140.39. Okay, good. I think we do that again actually, but on the other side, because I really do like the measurements there and getting that a specific measurement down to the second one. Let's just have a little look here, shall we? Let's just have a little look down here, shall we? On this one, it is, what is that? 134.5. 1.4.53. Okay. Okay, stay still. Stay still. What was it? I've forgotten. 135.53. 13. I'm gonna have to do it again, aren't I? I'm going to have to take the measurement again, aren't I? Silly me, that's my bad, that's my bad. Stay still again. Okay, here we go. Stay still again. Let me get my little magnifying glass once more as well. What is that? 1, 3. Okay, good. 1, 3. I remember this time. Silly me. Okay, you know, I have problems with my brain sometimes. I know. You would look at somebody like me and you would think there's no way that kind of person has a problem with my brain. I mean, look at me. Does that look like the face of somebody that has problems with their brain? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, we're gonna do two more up close and personal measurements. Yeah, okay. Two more up close and personal measurements. Now then, what is that there, though? What is that there? No, there's no way that's 135.5. It's almost identical to the previous measurement. Wait a second. I mean, that's unlikely. That's unlikely. The odds of that occurring are so low, it's absurd, almost absurd. Let's see though, how does this one compare now? Let's see that, shall we? Hang on a minute. 106.53 millimeters. Okay, these measurements are all very similar, very close in nature, very close. I mean, I suppose that is actually really good, because that means that you're quite symmetrical in all manner of different locations and different ways. Very interesting, very interesting. Now, I have only one final measurement that I need to take, okay? So, there's no need to get impatient with me, is there? No, there's not. Hang on. Let me just get this absolutely perfect. I need to come down here so that I can see the measurement just perfectly, okay? There it is. That's it, isn't it? That's it, isn't it? What is that though? What is that though? 5.61. Okay, so this final one, 145.67 millimeters from here to here, the width of that. Oh my goodness me. I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? That is absolutely fantastic. How are you doing there, my little friend? My little peculiar creature. Let me just wrap up my measuring tape, okay? I need everything to be nice and tidy and where it should be. Everything must be organized, okay? Everything simply must be organized, okay? Oh gosh, this is going to take me a long time. Oh gosh, it's a fiddly little measuring tape, and I have big hands because I'm so big. I'm such a big giant, especially compared to you. You tiny little thing, tiny little creature. You're actually quite adorable, actually. Now that I really look at you and I appreciate you. Such a small, adorable little creature. Well, I must say, little creature, thank you so much for being so patient with me today and for behaving so well. You did absolutely splendidly. Splendidly. And I think our little session could not have gone better, actually. Reviewing our measuring session today and the documentation, it has gone phenomenally well, don't you think? I think so. I've got a lot of measurements written down. I do actually just want to write down a little brief description, an overall description of your appearance, and a couple of extra little notes. Okay? But just let me finish getting this measuring tape neatly wrapped up. I'm almost done. I know I'm taking my time today, aren't I? Taking my sweet time. As if time isn't finite in nature and the most precious resource that we have, and wasting it is probably the greatest sin of all. But that's outrageous if you think about it, because how can you possibly waste time? You can't. You simply can't. Any time spent doing anything is a valuable expense, valuable expenditure of the time. Isn't that right? Look at that. Wouldn't you say that's absolutely perfect? Because I would. Oh, look how neat and tidy it is. Oh, goodness me. Do you sometimes look at something neat and tidy and you think, wow, what an absolute piece of perfection that is. An absolute piece of perfection. I'm just writing some extra notes about notes that I need to make today, and that I have taken all the measurements that I need to take today. So, I am ready to release you back into the wild now, to allow you to go on about your day and do whatever it is that you do, you silly little creature, you strange, peculiar little creature. What are you going to do after this, I wonder? I wonder indeed. Well, thank you so much, my little creature, for being so patient with me today, and for being so well behaved, and I hope that you enjoyed our little session together today. I think it was probably quite relaxing for you. Would you say so? Would you say that it was quite relaxing today? To get measured by me, to get documented by me? Yes, indeed, and rest assured that this documentation shall be written up nicely, and it shall be in all manner of publications. People shall know all about you now. Indeed, all about your measurements, all about you. So I think you should be quite happy with yourself, shouldn't you? Yes, you should. Okay, enough waffling, enough rambling, I think. It's time to go, my friend. It is simply time to go. So, I bid you goodbye. Take care. And you know what? I wish you the best on your journeys in life. I wish you the best. I hope that everything goes well for you. And I hope that you get everything you want and that you're happy and fulfilled and content. Yes, I do. I'm giving you that little blessing, transferring that little blessing from me to you. So off you go. Off you go into the world with that little positive blessing, and I'm certain that good things will happen for you. Absolutely. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, little creature. Bye-bye. Hello there, my fellow human. It is me, Dr. John Smith. How wonderful it is to see you once again, my friend. Absolutely delightful. It has been quite a long time since we have last seen each other, I think. Is that correct? I think so. I think it's been too long, quite frankly. Too long. I do ever so enjoy the company of other fellow human beings like yourself. And you're special. You're special, of course. I feel like we have some sort of bond, some sort of repertoire, you might say. Repertoire. Maybe even you might go so far as to say camaraderie. Is that how you say that word? Camaraderie. I'm not sure. But regardless, today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I am, of course, a doctor, but that also means that I am a man, a human man, a man of science. Oh yes, I absolutely love science. And an important part of science, of course, is documentation and research. You might find that a little bit boring, but for me, it just absolutely gets my rocks off. noises and certain frequencies. They hurt my delicate human ears, and I think they probably hurt yours too, don't they? Let me line this up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 6 inches. Well, well, well. Lucky you. Lucky you. Let's do the other side now, though, shall we? Let's do the other side. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay. Okay, very good. Very good, but what about, let me see, let me see. What about that little bit there? Let me just tilt my head here so that I can see a little bit better. So I can see a little bit better. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let us do the other side. Let us do the other side, shall we? Okay, that there. That is the perfect alignment, isn't it? That is the absolute perfect alignment. Okay. Okay. Oh, brilliant, sorry. Bit bendy. A bit wild and unstable and stable and stable, a little bit like my mind. My little human mind. Unstable. Okay. Wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there. I need to make more notes. Obviously, I need to write those down as well now. Okay, so we had the initial 6 inches. I remember that. And on the other side we got the... And then we had the sort of diagonal. I guess we could call that diagonal. That was bad. And then we had the opposite diagonal, wasn't it? The opposite diagonal. Okay. And this is going absolutely swimmingly well. If we were doing some sort of water-based activity, I would suggest that we were swimming, baby, swimming. Do you like swimming? Do you like swimming? Isn't it strange how often us human beings, fellow human beings like me, like you, but like me especially like me, I'm especially human, isn't it strange that we like to submerge ourselves into bodies of water? Have you ever thought about it? Most peculiar of all is that we go wrinkly after an extended period of time in the water. What is that about? What is that about? What a curious phenomenon. A curious phenomenon. To go wrinkly when exposed to water. Are we supposed to be submerging ourselves in water? I don't know. Further research must be done. Further scientific research must be done into this subject matter, but not today. Today we're measuring. Now, stay right there. And don't move. Don't move, okay? I need to get a little bit of a closer look at you. Oh, look at that. Oh gosh, this absolute magnifying glass, it is falling apart. My apologies. Let's see that. What am I looking at? Wow, look at that. What an absolute specimen you are, baby. You're an absolute specimen. Has anyone ever told you that before? Has anyone ever looked at you and said, you are an absolute specimen? Because you are. You are, you know. You are a specimen. Now, let me observe you a little bit closer once again. I need to be absolutely certain. That I'm getting the correct measurements of the correct things. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
days, whether we like it or not. That is simply the nature of life here on Earth, isn't it, my friend? One last little look here. Please remain still. One last little look. Okay, that is the measurement I need. I'm getting all in a tangle. Tango, baby. Okay, let me place this here. Very good. Now let me take this little measurement. What is this little measurement? 45.6, okay. Right. Let's check out actually over here. Did you hear that? That was a squeaky floorboard. Okay, that was not some sort of bodily emission. Okay, that's good. Wait a second. What measurement do I want next? This one here, right? This one here, okay. I'm going to hold on to your delicate little fingers, just like that, okay? 16. Okay. It's quite difficult not to become a tangled mess with this measuring tape. This measuring tape is such an absolute tangly mess. A tingly mess. Let me see about this measurement though. What is that? 33. What is that? Interesting. Let's see if we can get the other side now. We're looking for similar. So what is that? 32.31. Interesting. That's a little bit small. Actually, yes, let me write those down. Before I forget. Oh, hit myself on the head there, didn't I? I'm a little bit clumsy sometimes, you know. Silly me. Okay. And then what did we have over here? And then it was over here as well, wasn't it? Okay. Good. I'm going to use a light now to get a better look at some of your features. Is that too bright for you? Don't worry, don't stress your perfect little head. This shall not last too long, my friend. So any discomfort that you may be feeling from the brightness of the light in your eyes, I would ask that you simply deal with it. Just for a moment, okay? Just for a moment. Like I said, it will not take long. I just need to be absolutely certain that your features are being measured in the correct places. Your features are actually quite interesting. They're a little bit lumpy. So I need to make sure that I take enough measurements so that we know every single millimeter of your body. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be familiar with every single millimeter of your body, baby. Oh, you know it. Oh, you absolutely know it. Interesting. is that? What is the length of that? The length of that is 36. Interesting. But what about the depth? What about the depth? Oh, this is a difficult one to get, isn't it? There it is. That's it there. That's it there. 43. Interesting. Very good. Obviously now though we need to get the depth from the other side, don't we? Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. What is that though? What is that? What is that? Oh my goodness me. Okay, stay still. I'm going to wrap this around here. Okay, I'm going to wrap this around here. And we're going to be looking at the circumference. Okay, so what is that? From there to there, that is 47. Interesting. Interesting. What unique features you have. Unique features indeed. You could be one of those models, one of the weird looking ones. Have you noticed some models are clearly models because they're simply good looking, but then some models are models because they're clearly weird looking. You know what I mean? Some of them, they're models because like their eyes are too far apart, but it's not really unpleasant. No, it's beautiful actually, but in an unusual way, in a unique way. What is that? 53.6, 53.6. Yes. No, I'm not saying that your eyes are too far apart. No. Your eyes actually are only slightly above average in terms of the distance between them. And that would suggest that actually you are almost normal. Let's have a little look here, shall we? 53.6. I see. One last little measurement before I write these down. Otherwise I might forget, mightn't I? Let's not try and do too many in one go here. Let's not try and be heroes. Okay. Throw that down there for just a moment. Throw it down, baby. Let's throw down. I need to write down those measurements. Okay, 1 second. What did we have? We had the circumference actually. What was that measurement again? 6.7 was it? 86.7. Precisely. 6.7. What was the other one though? We did one here, didn't we? That was more like... Okay, and then the complementary one on the opposite side. Good. This is going absolutely amazingly well, wouldn't you say? I would say so. In fact, I might even go so far as to say that we only need to take a few more measurements before I have all the measurements that I need. All the measurements that I need, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, baby? You know what I'm saying? Incoming message from the big giant head. We noticed at the big giant head that you recently turned off your subscription service. As a beloved and highly valued customer, this upsets us at the Big Giant Head. We would like to give you a special one-time offer of 50% off your current subscription price. Act now whilst the offer is valid, or else it will be gone forever. The Big Giant Head is always watching. Remember, and have a lovely day, beloved and valued customer. Normal functions will resume in 3, 2, 1. Where did I put the measuring tape? Wait, oh yes, over here. Oh, of course. I lost my train of thought for a moment there. That happens sometimes to me. I don't know what it is, but my brain just seems to go blank. Blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this measurement though, shall we? What is that? 29.30. Okay, good. Where do I need to go though? Here, next, right? Yes. And what is that one? This time we're looking at 35.47, baby. 35.47. Okay, that's good. That's good. Here, that's the one I need now, isn't it? That is the ticket. 47. Okay, good. Good, let's do the other side. Of course. What is this? Okay, how about the circumference though of this? Let us see, shall we? Let me get that nice and tight. Tight. You know what I'm saying? Needs to be nice and tight. Okay, what is that? 30. Good. I think this is the final measurement of the day. What is that? 35%. Okay. Let me just very quickly write those down before I forget, okay? Very quickly. Now then, the final measurements. 42.3 was that, and then the other one was 54.56, and then the circumference. What was the circumference? 35, wasn't that? And then we had the one there, which was about. The other one here. My friend. We finished, baby. We got all the measurements that we need to get today. And I just want to say that you did absolutely perfectly. I have not seen an example of a human being so perfect in such a long time. And that is why I value you in particular as not only a patient, but I would go so far as to say a friend. I have developed a bond with you through our little, medical appointments and whatnot. Because, I just get excellent vibes from you, my friend. Excellent vibes, excellent energy. And that's all I need. To like somebody. I need to like their vibes. It's on a feeling level. It's unexplainable. Unquantifiable. Not everything needs to be explained in words. Some things, they simply are. You can simply feel them. And that's enough. bit sleepy. Did today's appointment make you a little bit sleepy? That's okay. That's absolutely fine. Okay. I do believe I will see you again in the future for something else, probably some more